I moved in January to Castleknock and I love it. It's just right beside the Phoenix Park and it's just a lot healthier than where I was. I just really love the calmness, because with psoriasis you need to cut down on stress and, you know, the big noisy world, and I've found a little sanctuary and I think everybody should have one. My psoriasis is worse, but it is my own fault. I was out socialising a fair bit and it does flare up when that happens, and I know myself. So I went to the chemist today, got the creams I need and I'll sort it out. And that's just the way I'm dealing with it now, because I know it's going to pop up and you can't totally get rid of it completely. So it's just how I'm dealing with it now. Before I would go into a shell, hide away, go to Mammy's house and get upset. I've realised that I have to take control and be personally responsible for my own skin. Even though there is help out there, there are plenty of other people with this. I have to look after myself first and foremost. I've had a lot of help after discovering the Psoriasis Association, joining their Facebook group. There's about 150 of us that chat every day, come up with little issues, maybe problems, little suggestions for each other. And just support. It's fantastic. Like, I'm a different person because of it. Over the last 3 years, my relationship with psoriasis has completely changed. I used to cover up. I was afraid for people to notice it, but now I really don't care if they see it or not. A few years ago, I didn't believe people when they said they didn't notice my psoriasis. I thought everyone notices because I could see it when I looked in the mirror. But now I really don't see it, because I would point it out to people saying, look, I have psoriasis, and they said, I didn't even notice, and I see it in their eyes, they're telling the truth, and that was kind of a turning point for me as well. I've gone on a few dates in the last while and it's been a great confidence ego. I've been asked out a lot in the past while. Even yesterday I was on a train, I was asked out. It's fab, and like, maybe I was before and I brushed it off or pushed them aside because I was afraid, but I'm much more open to getting involved with somebody now. I'm flying. I'm a completely different person than I was, I think. And you don't need to hide if you have psoriasis. You can tell the new person about it, and I tell you, they don't mind, they really don't. I thought they would, but they don't. It's great. I think that it's extremely important to make people more aware, and it still shocks me when people ask me, oh, I never heard of that. It still completely shocks me. Like, I'm not going to blame them. They all know about dermatitis, they all know about eczema, and I'm baffled that they don't know psoriasis, and that has to change. We have the social media to utilise now that we didn't have years ago, and I just think a campaign to push for that is definitely going to help, especially the younger, like the teenagers that are really suffering. So I hope to help the Psoriasis Association to utilise that more. If you're newly diagnosed, the first thing to do is go and see a dermatologist. You need to know exactly the ins and outs of what you're dealing with, and you need to go to a person that also understands and is completely trained. I don't think a GP completely understands the treatments and how to help you, so the first step is a good dermatologist. The second thing is to know is there is a lot of information out there. With the Psoriasis Association, there's a Facebook page, there are millions of people all around the world and thousands of people in Ireland with the condition. You're never alone. There's always somebody that you can talk to about it. And thirdly would be, you need to take control yourself. It's only a small part of me. It's not my personality, so I just have to deal with it. If it comes, get some treatment. When it's gone, still keep it away. I mean, it can still get me down. I have my bad days, but not as much as I used to. I can just move on much more quicker than when I was shyer and covered up. Psoriasis doesn't define me. I have it and it comes and goes, but I'm still myself.